Rick Carlisle begins his 23rd season as an NBA coach against the same franchise. He coached his first game. The Detroit Pistons go back 23 years of coaching. How has this game, your job, changed over the years?
Well, it's changed quite a bit. My first year in Detroit, we had a very physical team that turned into a very good defensive team, and I think, we led the league in points allowed. I think we gave up 86 or 87 points a game, and so now, to think of the whole notion that would ever be even possible, would be so far fetched. But the game's evolved a lot. Those of us that have been coaching during this period of decades have either been on the inventive side of the changes, or have had to evolve with those changes. And so we have a much more exciting game, a much more dynamic game, a game with a lot more variance, when you look at it. And it's exciting. It's an exciting time, headed into 24-25.
Training camp started a little over 3 weeks ago. As you started camp, what was your primary objective, and how do you think things went over those 3 weeks?
Well, primary objective was to remind ourselves how difficult it was to obtain the success that we had last year, how thin the margins were, how difficult it was. We got to the 6th spot on a tiebreaker, and we played many meaningful games throughout last year, but particularly down the stretch of last year. And every game is meaningful because when you start tallying up where you are in April, games that happen at the end of October count the same.
As you looked at the Detroit Pistons in preparing for this game, did you see in the preseason some of J.B. Bickerstaff's imprint, some of maybe what he did in Cleveland showing up with this Pistons franchise?
Well, they're going to be an improved defensive team for sure. They've added talent. They've added offensive talent with Tobias Harris, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Malik Beasley. And they've added shooting experience, and those are edgy guys. So this will be a hard competing team every single night. In preseason, they were number 4 in the NBA in defensive efficiency rating, and so they're going to be sticky, to try to score against. And this will be a physical game.
Pretty small injury report. Isaiah Jackson not available, but everyone else good to go?
Everyone else good to go. Isaiah's doing better. We'll see where things are come Friday night, but he's making good progress, yes.
Appreciate the time.
All right, thank you.